The last time I reviewed the Thor G60, I complained, they are named in no order. Unexpectedly, this time they reversed the operation of a wave called G50 Pro. It seems that there should be a G70 Pro and G60 Pro in the future. Is this any fear of the G80? The price of this G50 Pro is 279 yuan. According to their naming habits for prices, it makes sense. Unexpectedly, this price point also comes with a 2.4-stage receiver. The mobile phone holder is similar to the G70 of the 399. Description: support mobile phone computer NS multi-platform. Among them, the mobile phone also supports gradual mapping. It can be said that this configuration has many similarities with the previous G70. It feels more like its low-priced alternative screen. Why don't you Thor think about it again and change the name to G70 Mini directly? If you look closely, you will find that not only the configuration is the same, this appearance is not bad. The obvious difference is the grip. 2 RGB light strips have been added to the handle. In addition, the modular design of the action keys and joysticks is also castrated. And change the button triggered in the 8 directions to the cross key. Isn't this the G70 Mini? These 2 buttons are the light adjustment button and the vibration adjustment button. On the reverse side of the handle, you can see the platform gear, adjustment keys and 4 custom buttons. It adopts a 2-piece design. My finger rests exactly on the hollow. It is really comfortable to press. However, there is still a certain risk of error. At this stage, it is really difficult to achieve a balance between comfort and place, unless a new habit of using force is developed. There is a phone holder socket on the top, although it affects aesthetics. But for users who need mobile games, it is still very convenient. 2 coated covers with anti-slip patterns are placed on the 2 handles. It not only hides the screws, but also enhances the grip of the handle. The old traditional appearance is not evaluated. Students, please put your scores on the public screen. In terms of feel, the action part adopts the scheme of micromotion, which is shorter. This polishing method can indeed improve the response speed of the buttons. But whether you like it in terms of feel can only be said to vary from person to person. The cross key is the solution of the pot slices. It is worth mentioning that the trigger part adopts a Hall linear trigger. And using the same 3D thunder carving pattern as the Microsoft handle, it is built moderately. Just the right overall pressure is also very comfortable. The handle is still very good in terms of grip. The non-slip grip of the trigger can be glued. Improve the comfort of the product in the hand. However, the neat weight of 230 grams is still slightly thin in the hand. Next, let's look at the tuning at the software level. This time, the Thor G50 Pro follows the red definition of the K-Linker app that has been used before. Continuous vibration adjustment button exchange, trigger, joystick parameters, adjustment, functions such as lighting adjustment are still supported, so I won't go into detail here. But on the NS side, the G50 Pro supports one-click wake-up NS. However, the NFC function was cancelled. In addition, the key mapping function on the mobile phone is also perfect. It is also a plus point for users who need mobile games. After being paired with the included mobile phone holder, it can also be easily operated lying flat. It can be seen that Raytheon G50 supports all platforms. It is not just a simple support operation. Instead, in terms of functionality, it has also achieved deep adaptation of the whole platform. The next step is to tune the joystick that many students are concerned about. It comes with a 10% center point and dies with third-party tuning software to adjust it to 0%. At this time, whether it is a cross area or a central point, the G50 can really do it. Not dead at all. The overall scheme control can be said to be exactly the same as the G70's tuning method. The error rate is about 11%, basically equivalent to directly inheriting the joystick of the G70. Look at what I'm talking about, right? In terms of G70 Mini trigger, it comes with a 4% subdrive to avoid accidental touch when the hand is on it to a certain extent. Of course, if you don't want to, it can also be eliminated in the app, but it's not recommended, because Hall sensors are so sensitive. There will be jitter. Before this disassembly, I had a subtle hunch, because last time I praised the G60 for its great improvement in workmanship. But after all, this is a G70 Mini, right? I wonder if its internal workmanship will be as economical as the G70. However, after I opened it, I found that my hunch had come true. The battery is still directly glued to the PCB. The battery has a capacity of 860 mAh. The official theoretical battery life is 10 hours. It's better to increase the capacity a little more. The pins that fix the joystick are still not soldered. The thickness of one of the 2 PCB boards is 1.1 millimeters. The other is 1.2 millimeters. It's a bit thin to reason. Of course, the workmanship advantages of the G70 have also been inherited. The battery motor adopts a socket scheme. Compared to welding, it is not easy. Damage is also more convenient. Replace the motor with the same Spock's asymmetric motor. The joystick or RBC joystick trigger is a Hulksing type trigger, how to say it. If the internal workmanship is a little more refined. For a functional handle, it will be a good plus. If we compare this G50 Pro with the previous G70, you will find a very interesting phenomenon. It castrates the more important feature of modular design on the basis of the G70. Almost the same in other respects. Whether it is for the in-depth support of NS mobile phones, it is still a mature joystick algorithm, and even the internal workmanship is not bad. So if you don't have much need for customization features, then the experience of this controller is almost the same as that of the G70. But the price is 120 yuan cheaper. For multi-platform players of PC mobile phone NS, this G50 Pro is an option worth considering. Oh, by the way, except for this black G50, there is also a white one priced at 299 yuan. It was 20 yuan higher than black. This won't be the so-called IQ tax.